Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew the Moo, and we've got a boss we need to start fighting in just one moment. Reunion time!
Mary Beth! I've come to save you. Mary Beth, what's going on here?
You came all this way for me? You really are the chosen one.
Chosen what?
Oh, you're still confused. That's why I had you fix the transmitter, so the hive mind could come for us.
I am confused, but I don't think I'm confused in the way you think I'm confused. That was confusing. Just come with me and we can get out of here.
But this is what we wanted ever since your grandfather gave you to us.
Grandpa? Who's us?
You, me, the aliens. We're going to rule the world. You weren't supposed to use your guitar to work against us. No, you were supposed to lead our army against Earth. We're going to have to take the guitar back now.
Mary Beth? I don't like that look. Mary Beth, I think you just drank the wrong Kool-Aid. I have a feeling those relay coppery things are important. Maybe if I rock those out, and maybe I can stop announcing what I'm doing right in front of her.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew the Moo, and here we are with the next boss fight. This is us versus Mary Beth, because Mary Beth wants us dead. And so this boss fight is simple enough. You deflect her a few times, and then you gotta do the little mini boss thingamabobber as we see here. And skadoosh. Damage has been done to the machine. And they're talking a bit about plot, and so as you can see in this game, like, Grandpa sold us down the river quite literally. Like, Grandfather sold us off to the aliens to, like, you know, for whatever reason. Like, the game never really does explain why he does it. It's just kind of out of the blue, like, Grandpa just admits, yeah, I did it, I'm old and I'm geriatric, and, you know, he doesn't quite do it like that. But that's all we're doing here is we're going to walk a little bit. We're going to deflect some attacks by Mary Beth. And then we're going to have to face off against some enemies kind of like this. And then once we've done that, we blow up the copper thingy. Oh, I need to start getting some sleep. Oh, I was like, what in the world is she doing to me? Why? How did she just take everything from me? Little did I know, because the way I was holding the guitar, I kept turning on the shield, and Mary Beth had done absolutely nothing to me. So she's going to come down, we're going to deflect the shot, she's going to swing again, deflect the shot, she's going to swing again, deflect the shot, and then she's going to do the really big one, and we get the minigame. And so the weird thing is I actually had to re-record this, so although I will say that I did learn something quite interesting from recording this, and that's the fact that there are two different endings to the game, and rest assured we will get to see both endings. We'll get to see which, you know, technically you could look at either one of them as the good or the bad ending. But we're going to get to see both of them before this is over. Before we get to that, though, there's like a little bit of stuff we've got to do.
Why are you trying to be
we've got to deal with what is the longest, most annoying level in the entire game. So you notice that this video is not, you know, 15 minutes long. And the reason for that is because of the fact I just said, you know what, forget this. I'm going to do my own thing regardless. And in a few minutes, I would say somewhere around the 11-minute mark, you're going to be like, and that little, you know, I just fast forward through this level. If not, this would be close to about a 25-minute video. That is how long that stupid thing is. It absolutely kills me that they allow a level with, you know, really, it's a level that drags on and on and on. But one thing I need to mention is the very near future, and actually it may be closer than you think, because what I was planning on doing after this is Dora the Explorer. Dora saves the mermaids, but I've noticed that for some reason the recorder like cut out, like it just seemed to skip certain parts of video. I don't know why. And it showed up in the first episode, and I've tossed around the idea, since it really only happened in one spot, I tossed around the idea of just kind of pushing through as far as just putting like a little template, just like don't know what happened here, but the recorder stopped recording, and just cut it back to where it belongs. I don't know how I'm going to do that, or if I'm going to do that. I may just lay off a door for the moment, just delete all that stuff, and not necessarily restart, because frankly I don't want to have to restart that game at the moment. But I may just go ahead and introduce us to something I mentioned in the last episode, and that is the Wheel of Trash. And the Wheel of Trash is basically where I have all of my bad games listed together in a little wheel, and I allow the Wheel of Trash to pick what game I play next. Now, it's not a perfect thing because there are certain things I cannot play at the moment. Like, I cannot play PS1 games at the moment. I can't play GameCube games at the moment, which I don't have any bad GameCube games, but I do have GameCube games. I don't know if I can play my Nintendo 64 games on it at the moment, as far as because of my recorder. There's certain things that it just doesn't want to pick up, and it seems like the PS1 games, Nintendo 64 games, it doesn't want to pick those things up. I've got to sometime or another when I've got the extra money, buy, I think it's a converter that converts the signal to HDMI, and just doing that and being done with it, about the best thing that I can do. But anyway, yeah, the Wheel of Trash, we're probably going to be introduced to it very soon. In fact, after I do this, I may go ahead and get the Wheel of Trash set up, have everything ready to go, and then bloop, look at all this trash. We just kind of figure out what we're going to play next. Haven't decided if I'm going to do it that way or not, but I think I may just do it. Or I have tossed around this idea. I may leave everything up to a vote, letting people vote for the next game in the Wheel of Trash. You know, so that's a distinct possibility as well. What game will we choose next?
I'll be seeing you. Maybe.
I should have known I never had a chance with her. Oh man, if she's skating out of here, I should too. This place is blowing up. Now that is one conveniently placed extra escape pod.
So yeah, that's kind of the plan right now. I may just set it up by vote. I don't know. Then again, like, that's just that could be very bad, very, very bad.
I survived! Woohoo! But wait, this sure ain't Kansas. The escape pod must have landed on some weird asteroid that conveniently has oxygen. Maybe this is the alien homeworld. It's Mary Beth's escape pod. Maybe I can still save her.
I bet you I'm going to end up getting like a copyright strike or something because just enough of, that's not me, the Super Beast ended up playing in the background. By the way, I've got to make mention to this right now. Wren and I were at a restaurant recently. It's a wings place that's near our home. And we both saw that there was a jukebox there. It was one of those digital jukeboxes, and we were staring it down. And we decided we would each pick out songs. I think she ended up picking out, like, I think it's About to Break and Numb by Linkin Park, I think were the songs. Or maybe it was In the End. I don't remember. Anyway, it was, Linkin Park songs. But I ended up picking, like, first I got Thunder Kiss 65 by White Zombie. Then I did Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth. And the thing is, as I'm staring down the second song, because I wanted to do Devil's Bleeding Crown by Volbeat, but it didn't work out. It was just, so, some of the songs were like 50 cents per song. Some of them were like $1 per song. And the Volbeat song I wanted was like $1. And I'm like, I don't really pay for that. And I started looking for other songs I wanted. I found out every metal song I wanted cost me like $2, or cost me $1. And I was like, I really don't feel like spending, $1 on one song, for like 3 minutes. For one listen when I can do this on, like, iTunes cheaper. But what happens is we suddenly start hearing this sound, and I look over, and there's a toddler in his high chair, and he's just getting down to Thunder Kiss 65 by White Zombie, And it's the coolest little thing ever. He's just getting down in his high chair, and he did the same thing with Symphony of Destruction. Man, it was just the coolest thing that I think I was able to see that day. And considering the fact that I found out that there is a slight defect to my heart that day, yeah, very, very cool to see the toddler dancing. I know I mentioned the defect. It's nothing huge. It's I have an atrial tachycardia, I think is what it's called. But it's a very, very, very mild form of it from what the doctor said. Nothing too major or anything to worry about. It's just that my heart will flutter more than a normal person's. And so because of that, I've got to deal with it, and I've got to take a beta blocker. Like half a beta blocker a day, so not a big deal. So yeah, after finding that out, watching this little child dancing to a metal song was probably about the thing that made my day. It was awesome to watch. By the way, this is the level where everything is about to start speeding up on us, because this level drags on, as you can see. Man, we are barely through it, and suddenly, yeah, look at how quickly this is going. I don't even care right now. This level drags on for so long, to the point that I don't even want to have to deal with it. I'm dead serious. Like, I was like, I can't take this. Because the thing is that, most of these levels, at least know when to end. They're either really short or they know when to end. This is one of those levels that drags on. It is the level that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some moo cows started watching it not knowing what it was, and they continued watching it forever just because this is the level that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Seriously, this got on my nerves. And so, have we even made it up that ramp yet? No, we're still in the process of trying to make it up that ramp. And even at super high speed, this is dragging on to the point where, as I pointed this out, watch how long it takes us just to start the trek up this ramp. And then after we start the trek up the ramp, notice the fact that we still haven't made it up there yet. So, like, I just flat out said, no, I don't want to do this. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of everything that's been going on and whatnot, and I'm having a hard time really thinking about it. Okay, if we're talking about medical stuff, I get to tell you about something I get to deal with soon. I get to deal with a double endoscopy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Probably before this episode even airs, they're going to be going in both ends in one day, looking down my throat and looking up my butt. Not necessarily the most wonderful way to put it. Is basically, though, what's going to happen is that they're going to be looking me over. And we actually make it down that ramp a whole lot faster than we did going up it. The reason why they're checking me is they're thinking that I've got irritable bowel syndrome, which is always fun. And I don't really mind saying this on camera, just whatever. You can call me poopy butt, doesn't matter. But they're fairly certain that's what it is, but they're wanting to check one or two things to make sure. Because I've also got bad acid reflux. So they're wanting to check the pH balance of my stomach and one or two other things. They're just trying to cover all their bases, I guess. So, yeah, fun stuff right there. And this level is still going on. Now, imagine right now if we weren't just speeding through this thing. We weren't just busting through it like this. Yes, we would still be in the level. Because this is and they say something stupid like, yes, we sent meteors into space and kids, we took their brains, blah, 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 taking over the world. I really don't understand the plot to this game, I'm not even gonna lie. It's like the aliens wanted to use him to take over the world, and apparently they didn't have the mind control. His grandfather sold him to them, but yet they still did not have the mind control, and none of this really makes sense right now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how to explain it, but what I do know to tell you is that we're about to be at the end of this stage. And it's because of the fact I said, no, I am not going to I'm not even going to.
Man, I'm so lucky I didn't have anything in my stomach to hurl, though a burger still sounds good.
So that being said, we're going to end this episode.